Mate, I'm out with work, and I've just seen a fucking Scotland score. Fucking get in! They're getting a fucking World Cup. This is time for them. They're going to draw Brazil. They're going to fuck it up. It's going to be great. Welcome to Meanwhile in Andorra, the podcast where two guys talk about football, nonsense, and everything else in between. And obviously that's international football. I'm your host, Travis Newton, and we are obviously joined by my co-host. I'm not going to let you do the intro, mate. Go on.
It's Ricky McGowan, so it's nice to be here, everyone. Thanks for joining us again. Do you know, doing the countdown in, it was really hard not to be like you see on TV when you like start counting you in.
What, clap your hands?
Yeah. And just go quiet, and I don't know why. I went to do it in my head. It was hilarious, but it's a much cleaner intro when you
still very new to this. We both are, so apologies. I hope everybody enjoyed the Scotland Fest last time round. We've got more Scotland content today, haven't we?
Absolutely. How could you not?
Yeah,
How could you not?
I know, right?
We've got all forms of Scotland content. We've even got voice notes.
Yeah. Well, that. Hopefully we'll. I don't know when we'll put that in, but we'll get that in. We'll definitely have to get that in here. For context, everybody, I went out for a drink last night with work, and well, not for a drink with work. I was at a work event, and looked at my phone drunkenly, and saw that Ricky had messaged me going, "Have you seen the Scotland goal?" Then went on my phone and was like, "No," and I was with a Scottish guy at the time. Looked at my phone and saw that they'd won 4-2. And then proceeded to not only talk about the fact that they'd won 4-2, but half sing, half hum Flower of Scotland. Because then halfway through it, I remembered I don't remember all of the words to it. So I was like, well, doesn't matter. It'll have to be that. So that's coming as well. You got that to look forward to.
It was right. It was like you tactfully decided not to sing that part of the song where they talk about beating the English.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, because it's about the fight. It's English.
All right. Well, as is pretty similar as well. This isn't a national anthem podcast, but if you go into the second verse of our one, it talks about our enemies and confounding their politics and their knavish tricks and confound their politics. God smite them all or something like that. Like, yeah, I remember reading it on a toilet wall once in a pub, not just in my toilet.
At this point, half the listeners have gone, "There's a second verse."
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, you don't know. There's like 3 verses. Yeah.
We played somewhere, wasn't it? England played somewhere in a tournament where they played
they played more than one verse? Yeah, no one knows it, right?
And everyone was like, what's this? What's going on?
It's just one verse.
Happening? And then we were just mumbling.
You have to hum.
But as you say, it's not a national anthem podcast because, England definitely aren't winning it. So a lot has happened this weekend.
Yeah.
This week in terms of
what
qualifiers.
A weekend.
Oh my goodness. Boring international football, eh?
Yeah, that's another message I sent you, wasn't it? Like, that's the thing. I never want to hear anyone ever say to me that international football is boring again, ever. Anyone ever says to me, I hate the international break, or I see another meme on Instagram about, good, there's no more international breaks until March. Shut up. I'm sorry, guys. Like, this weekend gave us so much drama. Like, drama that you don't get in the Premier League. I'm sorry. When was the last time you watched that much drama in, like, the space of, like, 2-3 days? Teams that literally you don't even know. This is what I mean. People you don't know. Just beating people on, wild games. Like.
And the arguments we've had amongst it all and everything. Like, it's not just about the games. It's like the content that we got was pure gold.
Yeah.
We
Go on. No. We're already jumping in, right? So, the one thing, just to show you what I'm talking about, I'm trying to furiously scrambling through my notes at the moment, right? I watched, and this is part of it, because these guys, they qualified, didn't they? Yeah, of course they did. I watched Bermuda 0, Curacao 7. That game, again, obviously the Bermuda goalkeeper was terrible, because at that level the goalies are like as good as me. And it was wild. It's absolutely wild. That's something you're never going to get that in the Premier League. You're never going to get a team just turn up with a guy that probably would struggle to get into most non-league sides in the UK in goal and just show that he's not ready for that level of football. And Curacao weren't great either. 7-0.
It was ridiculous. And it's like you say, it's one of those teams who half the people would have looked at that and gone, I Every time I see Carousel, I'm like, how do I pronounce that again? You don't see like Caracau, and you're like, what is this? And I think that's the thing. There's so many teams in this, but you just don't think that you're going to watch or know about qualifying for this World Cup as well.
Yeah. It's sort of the nature of it, because it's that expanded tournament, isn't it? Now we're watching. Like, I am 100%. If Suriname go, they're in the playoffs, aren't they? They almost got there. We'll cover that later, but they almost got there. But if they go, I'm watching Suriname. I'm watching everyone. You know me, I'm watching every game anyway. But Suriname, there's Haiti back. Like, we've got, and I'm going to get the joke in as well. We've got Dr. Congo, who could potentially be there. And there's a backstory to that joke that we'll get onto in a bit. Yeah, like, it's wild. Everyone's going, except for Italy.
It's brilliant. Right. So, Speaking of which, should we start with Europe?
Yeah, let's go to UEFA because we're tight on time, and so much stuff's happened. Let's go to UEFA. And before we even get into UEFA, I wrote it top of my notes, right? the best, and Ricky's laughing already. He knows what I'm going to say. Every international break, the absolute source that comes off of the French national team just turning up at, like, is it Clermont-Fontaine or whatever? Is it
Clermont-Fontaine?
Clermont-Fontaine, yeah, where they think the source that they turn up with on the thing is what, like, it's like London Fashion Week. And then Kante just turns up in a pair of, like, boot-cut jeans and rolls out of his, like, Ford Ka. Brilliant. I love it. And
it's hilarious.
And then no, go on, mate.
I was watching it, and it was brilliant. And my whole thing was, you're watching everyone, you're like, oh my gosh, the drip on these people, like, and the swag of it. And they're even stopping for photos as well.
Yeah, like, it's like a catwalk.
They're not just walking in, like they're even, like, checking themselves, everything. Like, they're doing, this is what I've got on. I'm wearing Dior, and then literally Conte turns up, and it's like he's just been dropped off. Like, his parents are
first
still
day of
dropping him
school.
off. Yeah, it's like, where am I? The new kid's in town, and then my initial reaction was, how is he still here? How's he still getting selected?
Mate, I said the same thing. What, you've got no other defensive mid? He's like 38 now or something stupid like that. What, no other defensive mid other than Kane? He dresses like he should have dressed back when he was good, when he was young. It's like naughty's still in his head.
It's brilliant. He actually looks like, I don't know why I'm here.
I know. It's wild. And he might even play. I don't know whether he did play, because I tried in vain to watch France against Azerbaijan on Sunday afternoon, and I gave up because I was kind of cooking a roast at the same time, and I was like, this is too hard. And then I think the kids put on the England game instead, and it was like, this is too hard to find. So, like, it's wild. But anyway, we digress a little, and we probably need to stay on track if we're going to get through all of the crazy stuff that happened. Did you watch the England game? Or did you watch both England games?
I did. Entertaining, in a way. We got the job done. We're scoring goals.
We were probably the most boring bit of the whole weekend, weren't we? It's just routine with us. We just win. We turn up. We play these average teams, beat them. Serbia were not really
when you're not looking like it as well. Like, the first 20 minutes of each of those games, you're like, oh, we're playing well. We got the ball, but
yeah. And we'd already qualified, so there's no pressure on us. And like, it'd be interesting to see. I mean, I think it's good that we weren't under any pressure, but it would be interesting to see how we'd have played against, like, say, a Serbia, had we been in a position where we had to win, like, or go out, like, like the Scotland position or something like that.
Well, I think that's also, it is a good sign, I think, because there's years gone by where we're usually qualified
scrambling around
by the last game, and it's 0-0 and it's dire, or we lose 1-0, and it's still a decent team that you put out. It's just that they just don't try. But the fact that we are going out there and winning, positive signs. The goal scorers, obviously, great.
The Arsenal boys.
They don't get injured. The Arsenal boys are on it.
Yeah.
Eze's great finish on Eze as well, by the way. That was a great goal. Good run, but what a finish.
Yeah.
That's a lead up to it.
Standard with England, really, like, the drama wasn't with England, was it?
Not at all. In fact, it was so bad that they tried to make drama, didn't they? By talking up
Bellingham, the whole Bellingham thing. Yeah.
Stupid. It didn't even go anywhere. It's like your typical English press reaction to there being no drama and just take the win. Let's create some, because we need it, because we've got no scandals with these guys.
Yeah, guys, watch Bermuda Curaçao if you want drama, guys. Like, worry about Bellingham.
But that was it. But then an amazing 40-year-old come to our rescue for the first bit of drama for the qualifiers.
Mate, that feels like a year ago that I sent you that reel or whatever it was of that Ronaldo, right? So I mean, obviously, as I said, in order to rattle through this, right? First of all, that dude, as you say, he's 40 now, right? And don't get me wrong, I'm 45. 45 on the weekend, right? He looks a lot younger than I do, right? But he now, against other elite athletes, is starting to look 40, right? So Portugal look like they're playing with an old 40-year-old up front. They look like that in Euro 2024. It's like they've got 10 men or 10 and a half men. And it's like, when are you going to give it up and just get this guy out? And then what Ricky's talking about is obviously, well, what we are talking about is Ireland against Portugal on was it Thursday or Friday? And Ronaldo got sent off. And then Parrott scored twice.
Twice, yeah.
And he does Ronaldo does the old tears to the crowd because he knocked it. I saw the foul. I mean, is it harsh the sending off? Do you think it's harsh?
No, I did think it was harsh, and I thought he didn't help himself.
No.
And it's got to be in the ref's mind at that point. When he goes to the monitor and he's looking at it, it's in the ref's mind. Someone's in his ear being like, he's,
make an example of this idiot.
Basically.
He's 40.
Who is this guy?
Should know better by now.
It's like but Figo did the same thing. Do you remember? Figo just kept playing, not as old as 40, but he did. Not as old as 40. Yeah,
he played for a while. Yeah, but
but he always looked older generally.
Yeah,
Ronaldo but it's funny, isn't it? Everyone says Ronaldo, Messi. They both go into this World Cup by the looks of it.
Yeah,
it's going to be their last one, but they both just carrying their positions. They're not carrying the teams anymore. They're just there.
I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm sure it will be Ronaldo's last one because he'll be 45 the time the next World Cup comes about. But I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to play Euro 2028. I really wouldn't, because it's just so. It's and I know it's a bit of a stereotype, but he's a bit self-absorbed, isn't he?
Yeah.
As if you realise. If you look at it, you'd be like, I'm holding this team back now. I can do until a coaching role or whatever. But no, he wants to play. They've got young players that could play up front, and he's taking a young guy's spot and just walking around stinking up the place. And they paid for it on the weekend. And I think they'd already qualified. Had they already qualified at that point? I don't know.
I think they had. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe there's a bit of Ireland benefited a bit from them taking their foot off the gas or something. I don't know. But anyway, and sorry, last thing on that. It was, I heard in the commentary that he was tussling with O'Shea. Was it John O'Shea?
Did
he get sent off for fighting? What, in the 2010? The last time those two were on a pitch together, N'Golo Kane was there as well. Literally, John O'Shea. Why are these people still playing football?
It's the kind of thing where if you were in the kitchen and you're just hearing commentary, you'd turn around expecting to watch Masters football.
Yeah, Premier League years.
Yeah, what's going on?
2014 season. Well, he'd gone to Real Madrid at that point, earlier than that. But you'd be like John O'Shea, you're looking at maybe 9-10. Jesus, it's wild. John O'Shea and Cristiano Ronaldo in a tussle in the box. You're like, Is this the year of the vets? Because we'll come on to Gordon as well. I mean, 42. Oh yeah,
in goal for Scotland.
Again, have they got no? And he did make a mistake against Greece, didn't he? I watched it, and obviously we'll get onto that. But again, I'm hot on my goalies. Unfortunately, he made a mistake against Greece, and I was like, I did the Alan Ruff thing. I was like, surely Scotland have got a better goalkeeper than Craig Gordon. Surely.
It's exactly
he was a good goal in his day.
I was saying to my friend who's Scottish at the weekend, I was like, are you kidding me that you haven't got a better second choice keeper in the whole of Scotland? Wild, what's going on? That is wild. But we'll digress.
We'll touch on. We're massively digressive, and then obviously with Ireland. I mean, we're in a ground rules here, and I don't know what we want to do actually, and whether we want to cover each group. And I know we shouldn't be talking about this on the pod. We should have already decided this. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. But
really organised.
Do we want to cover each group as it unfolded, or do we want to go into setting it up and being like, right, okay, we come back to that because like obviously the island drama continued, right? So like you went from beating Portugal on the Friday or Thursday or whatever day that was, and to the drama, which was amazing.
Which it's the Hungary game.
Yeah.
Well, you scored 2 goals in the last match. What's better than 2 goals? You're going to
one up it, isn't it? Yeah.
That's amazing.
Have you the best?
So West Ham are going to sign him in January.
Yeah, absolutely. West Ham will sign him in January. Won't score any. He'll score 1 in the League Cup next year against Accrington, and then we'll pick Antonio again instead of him. By the end of the year, will be Antonio playing up front, scoring 5 goals for the season.
But it was all that was going through my head when I saw it.
Yeah, I know, right? Do you know what? I didn't actually think that, but you're absolutely right, man. That's such a West Ham. That is West Ham all day, isn't it? Like, but you know, you're right. You've absolutely done me there. I was going to say, did you see Kevin Doyle in the studio? Have you seen that clip? Did I send you that one? He's in the studio, and I'm not sure what we're pitching this podcast as, whether it's PG, 18, whatever, but he says, "Suck on this, you Liverpool."
Yes.
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Love it.
And it come out of nowhere as well.
Yeah. Well, I think
people in the studio
had been winding him up. I think he'd been winding him up. I don't know, but yeah, that's quite funny. That's quite funny. But no, Ireland are in a playoff now because of that, right?
Yes, yeah, they're in the playoffs.
Yeah,
with the other home nations in that respect.
Yes, well, except for Scotland and England.
Yeah,
it's 1950 all over again, isn't it? The other home nations, you know, 3rd and 4th going into a playoff, and 1 and 2 going through. Right?
Yeah.
And another team that are unfortunately in their eyes in a playoff is Italy, and I've seen lots of talk about the fact that they lost. Well, I mean, they lost 2 games in the end. At the time when I saw the talk, they'd only lost 1, and they were saying, "Why is it that like Brazil lost like 6 or something like that, and are going through or whatever?" And it's like, well, yeah, you're right. It is lopsided for South America, but also, you know, those are the rules. Like, you know the rules, and what doesn't help them is that every time they finish second, that means next World Cup they won't be seeded, which means that they'll get put in a group with someone hard again when they go through the qualifiers. So like they're in this cycle. The only way they can get out of it is to have a good really World Cup, basically. Yeah. And I don't know how they'll do that.
No, I can't see them doing it. It was funny, wasn't it? Yeah, because they won their first game, was it, against Moldova, and then but they didn't play well. Booed at half time.
Yeah, they scored right at the end, wasn't it? At the end. Yeah.
And he's like, obviously backs up. Well, it's Gattuso as well, but his back was up in all the interviews afterwards, saying, "Why are we being booed? They've got to understand." And it is they've not got the greatest team. It's going to be really hard for them.
They're just. I saw someone sent me. Like, people are sending me reels and videos and stuff now. I think the word's getting out that we're geeking up on the World Cup, right? And someone sent me a video of them warming up pre 2002 World Cup, right? And it's like Maldini and Totti and Zambrotta and all these people, and you're like, yeah, man, they have absolutely fallen off. Like you got a back three of Cannavaro, Nesta, Maldini, and Italy, they're not bad, but they're just not that good anymore. Like those days, Norway wouldn't have been able to get near that team, like back in the day, and even Haaland wouldn't have got nowhere near those guys. But like now, they're like scrambling around, getting beat 4-1, and you see they got into a fight with Donnarumma as well, didn't
he? Yeah. But I think that's the thing, isn't it? There's no stars. Not many stars in that team, is there? Like that's the thing. They're all big names.
Yeah. That is the problem, isn't it? That there are no stars, and the name literally pops out of my head now. The midfielder for Inter, Nico Barella, I'd say is probably one of their best, and obviously Tonali from Newcastle. But like again, our midfielders they're not gonna win you. Like they will win you games, obviously, but they're not gonna penetrate teams like Moldova, are they? Or like maybe win a game against a Norway. So like they struggle, and then.
It's the winners, isn't it? There's no one who's really going to come on and really going to win the game for you, get that goal, nick that goal. Yeah. You can't see it in that team.
Lots of solid players that stop you getting battered, basically, but you don't penetrate people. That's what it is, right?
And it's the difference between someone like Germany, great tournament team, who aren't playing well, but they've got plenty of people who will nick a goal. And that is German football. They will nick a goal and get through and play badly. Like they had we'll come on to it. They done
well. No, I was going to say that was next on my running list. Germany, like Waltermeier got 2 again. Like remember we were talking. I think you said it last time. He got his first goal in the last qualifier. Was it?
The first goal in the last one. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's got another 2 against Slovakia. I didn't. Did I see this? I don't remember now. It's all blurred into one. I don't think I watched it.
Sane scored this weekend. Ganabi scored. So suddenly everyone's turned up, and they're like, "Oh right,
yeah."
It's on now, so we need to turn it on. And that's what they'll do in the World Cup as well. They'll suddenly win games.
And who came second in their group in the end? Because it wasn't Northern Ireland, was it? Was it Slovakia?
Slovakia, because Northern Ireland, got the Nations League place. Yeah, that's why they
have they?
Yeah, so they're in the qualifying pot.
There you go. Mate, that's what I mean. I can't even keep up. I cannot keep up with what's going on. It's been such a mad few days. Like, you've got all sorts. And the next group that I got down here is the Wales group, which was a crazy one again, right? Like,
we talked about this before we started, didn't we? Like, us trying to work out North Macedonia, Wales, Kazakhstan, Belgium. That was one mental group.
North Macedonia spend the whole qualifying looking half decent, and then get beat 7-1. Like, it's what?
By Wales.
By Wales, yeah. Not even Wales aren't even good. No offence to the Welsh guys, but like they're not that good. And then you've got Belgium.
Who scored the 7 goals?
I don't know. Joe Roden. I don't know. That's just made up a name. Is he Welsh? He's Welsh. What's his name? Rob Earnshaw. Dean Saunders. I don't know. I've no idea who scored 7. I don't think they've got 7 people can score. Yeah.
Is Bellamy a player manager? Is he?
Yeah. Bellamy got 1. Ian Rush.
It's the kind of thing.
Everyone
when you Google Wales 7-1, you'll get their rugby results before you'll get.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Even the internet.
Low scoring rugby game. Is that a try and a conversion, right? And then they just shut up shop.
That's it. It's like the internet's like that. Nah, we're giving you the rugby scores first. That must be what you mean.
Yeah, exactly. 7-1. And did you? And I learned also from watching that group that I can't spell Liechtenstein. It's really, really difficult to spell. And I'm not going to put you on the spot and ask you to do it, but I actually can't. I can't do it. I have to basically start typing it out and then let my phone predict the rest of it because I can't spell it.
Is it one of those things where you're guessing the next letter so it comes up on the predicted text? You're like, oh, it's not that one.
And then sometimes it doesn't do it because you spell it so badly. It doesn't come up, and you're like, "Fuck's sake, I just want to spell Liechtenstein." Yeah, they obviously didn't do anything. Played Belgium and got beat 7-0 as well. 7-0. And obviously Belgium had thrown North Macedonia a lifeline, hadn't they? Because they drew with Kazakhstan. And I watched that game, and obviously because I'm weird.
No judgment.
And that was a wild game. So like Matt Sells makes a mistake, another goalie mistake, and I think it's Sells that was in goal for them. And they score from like near post, and then Belgium kind of equalised second half, and it's kind of like pretty standard. And then someone fouls Doku on the halfway line, and it was like a really innocuous, I don't know whether he was going anywhere, but he gets a straight red for it. And then Belgium can't beat 10-man Kazakhstan. They got like a half to do it, and they can't. So that was weird. And then obviously, like I said, it all unravels for North Macedonia anyway, because they're presented with this opportunity to basically, they could have finished top and gone automatically. And now they've just about got into the playoffs through the Nations League space, is what you were telling me, right?
Yeah. They're in the Nations League, and they're in pot. I think they're only in pot 2 as well, so I think they might even.
Oh.
I think Wales are in a bottom pot or something. Yeah, so there's 4 pots, I think, for the qualifiers.
Oh, okay.
And I think North Macedonia they're not in the top one. I think they're in the second or third.
Oh, right.
So yeah, that's affected them as well, because Italy are obviously in the first one.
Yeah.
I can't remember who else, but yeah. As it literally has hindered them quite a lot from where the position they were. And I think they finished on something like 16 points as well. They
got a lot. They actually got quite a few. That was quite a high scoring group. There's other groups where you've got like the top 2 run away with it, and then like teams 3 and 4 got like 2, well not 2, but like 6 points or something like that. And it's like, they third place had, I think it's like 13 they finished on or something like that. And they finished third, which is quite good. And then obviously you had Georgia, Spain, I saw that one. That's the one I watched. 4-0. Another Arsenal man on target, Zubamendi. And Oyarzabal got a couple. He got a pen, which was a VAR, really harsh. One of those hot VAR pens where the player dives in with his hand in the air. The ball gets flicked up, and it's like he can't do anything about it. And they beat him. And then I was like, oh well, they're all right. And then they took that again. I didn't see the Turkey game, the second one, but I assume they were like, yeah, we've won, we've qualified, so we don't really care.
2-2, yeah. You could tell it was ringing in the changes. Up Marino up front. Let's just see what happens.
Yeah, might as well.
Well, why not? The form is in. To be fair,
and who came second there?
In their group was
it Turkey?
Turkey, because they've qualified now.
Were they in the playoffs or qualified? Yeah, playoffs.
They're
playoffs
qualified.
Right.
Oh, I don't know.
No, they must be in the playoffs because they came second. Unless there's like a best runner-up.
Best thing, yeah. There were so many best spaces. I can't remember. It's so confusing.
Yeah, there's like, mate. This pod could just be dedicated to just understanding the draw and how people can get there. Are Turkey there now? Are they qualified? Are they not? Are they?
They are. Which group? J.
Mate, I don't know group names or numbers or anything. Let's have a look.
Turkey will enter the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, they're in the playoffs. Yeah. They've got 13 points. Yeah, second round.
So I mean, second on 13. North Macedonia come third with 13. So I mean, it's like, yeah. Yeah, so Turkey come second there. That group was quite straightforward because obviously Spain just beat everybody badly, and then Turkey kind of beat everyone else. So that was like quite straightforward. And then obviously you've got next one is mine is the group, the Scotty Mac and co.
Oh.
Scotland. And my first note on Scotland is I turned on Saturday afternoon. I remembered, as I said, as I'm kind of trying to watch France Kazakhstan. I'm like, oh, Scotland are playing. I think it was then. And that was Saturday because I think France Kazakhstan was Sunday. So at some point over the weekend, I realised Scotland are playing, and I'm like, oh, let's see if I can find it on TV, and also let's just see what the score is anyway. It's 75 minutes gone, and them and Denmark are both losing, and I'm like, oh God, they've chucked it away, haven't they? They've done what we just spent a whole podcast talking about and chucked it away. And for once, the football gods were smiling on them, right?
Well, it was that moment where I think even after the game where I saw the clip where in the pub, the Scotland game's over and they're waiting to hear the result of Greece and they're all cheering and it's obviously 0-0. And I was like, this is the most Scottish thing ever. They're throwing it away. They're relying on this. This is like, it's like just extending the heartbreak. It's like, you're just delaying the inevitable, guys.
It's going to get you next time. Yeah.
Yeah, now you're going to go there and lose 1-0 in a really tense game on Tuesday. But it wasn't. You had the Flying Scotsman as he was in midair in the third minute. Mate. Oh my word. What a finish.
That goal.
And then
that goal.
We said, when I text you and I said, had you seen the goal? By the time you read it, it was like, which one? Because there's 3 great goals in that game.
Yeah, the Kieran Tierney one's a good one as well, isn't it? Like the little first time whip round a defender. And interestingly, and I remember years ago watching an interview with Peter Schmeichel, and he says that he used to hate it when his defenders would block shots, like they'd deflect them, because he was like, I can't see the path of the ball. And if you watch that Kieran Tierney one, I don't know if he's had a word with Kasper, but one of the Danish guys gets out of the way of it, and that's why it goes in. It's curling in, and the guy's in the way, and he kind of moves himself.
Because it looks like it takes a deflection, doesn't it? But he doesn't. He gets out of the way.
It doesn't. It goes around him. Yeah, he gets out of the way of it. And I wonder whether that's Peter Schmeichel's cost his country there. He's told his son, he's ingrained that in his son, and they're out of the World Cup now. But that was a great game. That was like Troy Parrott levels of drama, wasn't it? Like,
it's just amazing to add in the type of goals as well, like a halfway line goal. It's just ridiculous. Yeah. Like it had everything in it, and then to finish the group as group winners.
Yeah, exactly. There another one that turned it round, right? Like, going from like, can we get like a couple of games ago? It was like, do we before they played? Wasn't where they put? No, before they beat Greece the other day, because they beat Greece the last time we spoke, didn't they?
The last time, yeah.
And at that point, they could have potentially finished third. Like Greece could have jumped over them if they beat them. and they've gone from that to like winning the group altogether. Brilliant for them. And now obviously they're going to draw Brazil when they get to the World Cup, and that'll be good. We'll all get to see them in a plucky defeat to Brazil. They'll chuck it away against like Curacao or something like that, and then go into the last game against like, I don't know, who's mid-ranking, like Belgium or something like that, needing just to win that one to go through, and we'll throw it away.
It'll be really interesting to see. Do you think there's an element where they could be like a chaos team where it's like no one now wants to play them because they're going to be up for it, and they're just suddenly they're going to get a shock result in the group stage just to piss someone off and make them finish second in their group rather than top?
Yeah, and then mess the draw up, which means that someone ends up on the wrong side or something like that, and then you end up with a lopsided. Yeah, maybe. We always get quite good. We always quite lucky recently on those fronts, but I don't know. It'll be interesting. Is this a new Scotland? Are Scotland going to the World Cup and gonna show something different? Is Scotty Mac, his new aura, changed the shape of Scottish football?
As we said in that first episode we've done, is he now going to be in that bracket of Erling Haaland carrying their national team of like just scoring goals relentlessly?
Yeah,
because I have a feeling, and it'll probably be someone like England or Spain, where the draw will be made. We'll have our routes planned out. For England fans, it will look quite good. Scotland will be in the group opposite, and they'll get a good result and mess it up, and then put a really good team on our side of the draw. And we'll probably end up going out to Spain in the second round.
We'll have I think the one thing that will hinder, well, not just England, but anyone really, is I think it's going to be really hard to avoid a half-decent team, because you've got a round of 32, haven't you? Now a round of 32, then a round of 16. So I reckon you're going to get some like shocks and weird stuff, and you've got best third places and all sorts of stuff going through. So like you're definitely going to get some lopsidedness, or potentially, big matchups in like round of 16, round of 32 stages of it.
I think that's where the teams from Africa especially are going to do really well and just surprise people, because I think people are just going to assume, it's okay, they will be all right, we'll get through that round. But they're tough teams to play.
Yeah.
Things like Paraguay and things like that as well. Like, they're going to be teams that are tough to play.
Yeah.
They just make it difficult to win. So I think you'll get a few of them coming through.
Yeah.
So, welcome back, everyone. We've obviously just gone through UEFA and their qualifying, and it was a lot to take in. So we needed a bit of a break there, as probably you did too. A lot happened. So we're going to try and get through the rest of the world in terms of the other qualifiers, and we're going to start off with Africa.
Yeah, and just obviously this isn't a Eurocentric podcast. Don't worry. It just so happens that obviously UEFA had lots going on this week. There was lots of stuff that needed to be settled. But yeah, as Ricky says, we go over to Africa, and first off, we were both absolutely baffled by what happened in Africa. And I'm not talking about voodoo or anything like that. Like, I'm talking like just the fact that it was a one-off game. It's like I didn't realise. I thought there were two-legged like playoffs. So when I saw that Dr. Congo, and I'll explain Dr. Congo firstly as well, right? So Ricky will know my ex, who was very, very clever. I'm going to caveat this isn't a bashing any females and saying that they're really silly with geography and anything like that. She was very clever, much cleverer than I was. One time we were watching the African nations on TV, or I was watching the African nations on TV. And she walked in, and Lawar, do you remember Lamana Lawar, who played for Newcastle and Portsmouth and that? He just scored for Congo against like Zambia or something. It's like 2007 or whatever, and he scores, and he's done his backflips and that, and it pops up on the screen. And she walked into the room and she went, "Who are Dr. Congo?" To which I laughed until I cried and didn't get up off the floor for like the next 2 minutes. And I was like, no, it's the Democratic Republic of Congo. So now I always call them Dr. Congo. And obviously they played Cameroon and Chancellor Mbemba. Do you remember Chancellor Mbemba?
With Newcastle, yeah.
Yeah, he was at Newcastle. I don't think it ever really worked out. It was the Mike Ashley days when they were like, they weren't very happy, and he was kind of in the doomed team. But he scored the winner. He's the captain as well of Dr. Congo, Chancellor Mbemba. Didn't realise that. So they've got Yeah, he must be old as well. That's what I mean. We're talking like, not noughties, but like a teens player, isn't he? Like Chancellor Mbemba. He's got to be quite old. And like I don't know whether he plays, but they've obviously got Arthur Mazawaku from West Ham, or not from West Ham, from Sunderland now, who is Congolese. And there are others like they could have had, as is the song, Arthur Mazawaku. Better than Lukaku. They could have had Romelu Lukaku, like because obviously I bet Jeremy Doku is Congolese.
Yeah,
because all of those guys are obviously like of Congolese descent. Anana, I reckon all of those guys are all Congolese guys that could have played for Dr. Congo, but chose other teams, and now they could be at the World Cup with their thing. And that's a massive thing. If Anana turns out that he's actually Belgian or of a different heritage, I apologise, but I think he's Congolese. But like there's lots of them. Yeah, they beat Cameroon 1-0, right? And I was like, well, there must be a return leg. There's got to be. and it only dawned on both of us when we then saw that Nigeria had beaten Gabon 4-1. And again, I watched that retrospectively, so I didn't obviously watch it at the time. And I'm watching it, and it's 1-1, and it's pretty much full time. And I'm like, well, when is the other 2 goals coming or whatever, like 3 goals? And then I realised they played extra time. I was like, oh, is it a one-off game? So that means Cameroon are out. And then obviously Nigeria beat Gabon. Did you watch any of that? No. Oh, had your man Aubameyang up front for Gabon? I don't think he did.
Yeah, no, he didn't, because I saw that, because he went viral, didn't he, just before for going online to some sort of...
With that Spurs dude?
Yeah, and he just got ripped to pieces.
With that Spurs dude, yeah. I can't remember his name. What's his name? Expressions, or whatever his name is.
Expressions, yeah, that's it. Yeah,
that dude, yeah.
Yeah, and he just looked deflated. I saw. Gutting for him, because it was his last. I mean, that's definitely to get to a World Cup.
Another mid-teens player, or naughty, not even noughties. I think it's late noughties, maybe mid-teens that he started. But yeah,
can I just say, Chancel is 31.
Shut up. How old was he at Newcastle then?
That's what I was thinking. So he was what? He was
T1. That's got to be 10 years ago. It has to be 10 years ago he was at Newcastle, at least.
It was, he signed in July 2015. So, how ridiculous is that?
So he was very young then, yeah. So he was 21 at the time, or 21, 22. Fair enough. Wow, I thought he was a lot older. And where's he now?
Hard life. He is... Where is he now? Lille.
No way. Oh, okay. Cool. So yeah, he scored the winner there. Nigeria then beat Gabon, and then obviously we come on to the game that probably got the most attention over thing. Now, I'm gonna caveat right off the bat, because one of the things I'm very conscious of, and I'm always really conscious of, and I'm a bit serious here, is that like whenever like people laugh at African football, right, and like sometimes I'm not saying it's like. It's steeped in European prejudice, is what I'm going to say, right? So, like, people laugh at African football. They go, random stuff happens. And a little bit of it is a legacy of stuff that Europeans did to Africans, right? Like, so, like, voodoo and witchcraft and, like, just general spirituality comes about because people are treated as if they're subhuman. So, therefore, they find spirituality to be comforting. They kind of believe in the afterlife quite heavily and stuff like that. So like in Africa, and like I said, there's more to it than that as well, but this isn't a pod about that, right? In Africa, voodoo is a big deal, right? I've watched games before as well where like people have put down like bottles or a towel or whatever, and it's caused a massive scene because they're like, that's cursed and I don't want to go like, and like obviously to us Europeans, that's crazy, right? Caveat out of the way. Absolutely mad that the manager had a fight on the touchline because he's like, well, they've done voodoo on us. So we've lost this penalty shootout because of voodoo.
The best like bit about that clip is he stormed over and picks up a bottle of water as if it's a glass bottle. Like, he picks it up with the intention and he's holding it like a glass
smashing
bottle.
It over. Oh my God.
Yeah, and it's like, it's a plastic bottle of water. But you can just see the frustration of it. Yeah, he's gone over, going to cause a fight.
Yeah, he's properly up for a fight. And then obviously the interview comes afterwards where he's like, yeah, they use voodoo. They beat us because of voodoo. And it's like, oh God, man. But I didn't actually, this game, I didn't actually see it. I didn't see it. I didn't see the goals. I didn't see the penalties. Like I said, this was in the the phase of the weekend where I then had to work and be a non-footballing dad. So like I missed it. I don't know whether you saw any of. Did you see the actual game or any of it?
I saw the highlights, and it weren't a great game in anything. There was moments, but it was a game of moments. Like the highlights weren't really high,
right?
If you like, it was low lights. And then, it went to the penalties. And yet the entertaining thing was then, like, I think it's a bit like what you say. It's the commentary. It was European commentary. So then they're making more of the situation and the event and what's going on around it more than the penalties itself. It's like the penalties become the sub-story.
Right.
It's
like, and they were a bit, weren't they? They were a bit.
Yeah. It's like, what's going on the sidelines? Everyone's getting tense down there. And it's like, guys, they're about to take another penalty. And I think as well, because the penalties were going in mostly, it was just a bit of a side story. So,
what was the score? What was the score in penalties? I didn't even see who missed. Or right.
Yeah, it's 4-3. So it was it was just silly, and then it got carried away with everything afterwards.
Yeah, because obviously he does the interview afterwards, and he's like,
riled, literally.
Yeah.
It was it. Go on.
No, I was going to say that does mean obviously that Argentina can't play Nigeria, which is a shame. So we've got Brazil, Scotland, but we haven't got Argentina, Nigeria, which is a shame. But I saw a thing, and interestingly, make of this what you will. Every time Argentina have won a World Cup, they haven't played Nigeria in it. But the thing you can say there is that Argentina have qualified for a lot more World Cups where Nigeria haven't been there. But every time they've won a World Cup, they haven't played Nigeria. So make of that what you will, guys. But interestingly,
I'm going to call it now. I don't think Argentina are going to win the World Cup.
I don't either, mate. I just saw that on Instagram. The algorithm picked up that I was doom scrolling and sent me that. I'm under no illusions that they're going to win the World Cup at all. Cue them winning the World Cup in 6 months' time.
That's one of the things certain newspapers come out with before England. It was like, these things are happening. The worlds have aligned. No, they're not. They're not going to go near it. I would comfortably say that I'm not even thinking they're going to make a semi. I don't think they'll make a semi-final. I'm going to say it now. No, I think there's too many other better teams.
Yes. Yeah. We both went through the same phrase there.
Yes, there's too many better teams that will lead them up.
When they come out of that South American group and start playing some half decent teams, there's no I reckon Belgium would beat them. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? I was just thinking. I was going to say Belgium or Holland. I think Holland.
Yeah, exactly.
You just never know who turns up. But if Holland played them and they're playing well, then
I reckon they beat them.
Winning.
Yeah. Especially with an old Messi, they beat them.
Brilliant. But so, who else have we got? It's
CONCACAF, isn't it? I think that was it, really. Because Africa was obviously the one playoff that goes off into the March Madness now, and then CONCACAF was another one. Yeah, the intercontinental thing. I'm calling it March Madness now. I prefer March Madness now.
I've
got that from you. So I'm calling it March Madness now. Yeah. Then CONCACAF was obviously CONCACAF was pretty much like Europe in lots of stuff happened that was changed. I watched a few of the games as well, obviously, because I was like, I can have a look. So Panama are going, aren't they? Panama are going at the expense of Suriname. I wrote down, it's time for the former colonies, because Suriname almost got there, and Dr. Congo obviously do. Yeah, Panama spoilt the pie, so they played Guatemala, almost chucked it away. I watched that. It was giving. I don't know if did you see any of it?
Only highlights.
You're gonna be like, no, of course I didn't see it. So it looked like it was giving either a weird, the ground is very like Genoa and Sampdoria's ground, really closed in and compact, and it was the nets behind the goal. It was a really weird vibe about it, and they almost chucked it away. They were 2-0 up. Then Guatemala put it back to 2, and then they score a bit, not a scrappy goal, but a bit of a nondescript goal, and they're kind of still on track. But then it's Suriname, you can do this. And then they played Guatemala and lost. And they lost 3-1 to Guatemala. And obviously Panama beat El Salvador because El Salvador are rubbish. And they qualify, which is cool. And obviously that's Panama's second World Cup. They played us.
Second World Cup.
About this before. 2018. Then you've got Costa Rica are rubbish now. I didn't realise Costa Rica are rubbish. I mean, I've got no reason to know. Like, in my head, Joel Campbell still plays for them with Keylor Navas and Paolo One-Shot. But obviously, I'm assuming none of those guys play for them now. But they're rubbish now. So they lose to Haiti, which means that then the group opens up, and then you're like, and then even then they can still go through. But then they basically had to beat Honduras and hope that Nicaragua could beat Haiti. That was never going to happen because Nicaragua are rubbish. And I didn't watch it, but obviously Honduras won. I think. Or no, Honduras beat Nicaragua. Then Costa Rica. Oh God, I can't remember now. They draw. That was it. Costa Rica draw 0-0 with
Honduras.
Yeah. And then Haiti beat Nicaragua 2-0. Yeah. And make their second ever World Cup. And I was going to say to you, a little quiz for you. Dr. Congo, they were at a World Cup. Last time they were at a World Cup, Haiti were at a World Cup as well. Go on, give me the year. See
74.
How? Go on. You promise you didn't look that up. You've got to look like a man that's good.
No, my hands are literally here.
I should give you more credit. Apologies. I should give you more credit. Well done. There you go.
No, it was in
74.
I was looking. Funny enough, just before we started recording, I was looking at the name who qualified, and I was watching it was a graphic on it, and on the graphic it said how many World Cups each team had been at. When their last one was, and it just happened to be on there.
Oh, right.
They did it by region, so they were next to each other. It's literally the only reason why. So it was literally about 10 minutes before the podcast.
Yeah, they qualified as Zaire in 74.
Okay.
That's why and that's the game where the guy kicks the ball away against Brazil. Which is like, remember that, and everyone goes, it's because he didn't understand the rules of football, and it's not. It's because, again, that whole African thing, but it's because he's basically protesting this corrupt president that basically invests a load of money into them to get them there, and then when they're there, they get beat 9-0 by Yugoslavia, and he's like, well, if you lose a game, like there's like arguments over like pay and this, that, and the other, they lose 9-0, and then he's like, if you lose another game, because you're embarrassing us, don't bother coming back to Zaire, because like, he's a bit of a dictator. And then, so the guy's like, well, how can I protest? And he does that to kick the ball away, basically. But they go there. And then Haiti, the point I was making, they went to 74 as well. And they score a goal against Italy. They take the lead against Italy in 74 in one of their games. I always remember watching it. Well, obviously I didn't watch it because I was -6 at that point. But I can remember watching it afterwards and seeing it because they did this, like they're all celebrating on the sidelines and doing this weird, like, jump in the air. It's like a weird, if you watch it, if you see the goal, if you get to see it, watch the coaching staff jump in on the halfway line, like, take yourselves off, everybody, Ricky, and watch it. And it's the weirdest thing. It's like out of a cartoon. They're doing this weird 70s thing that I can only like. I'm like, why are you jumping? No one jumps like that. It's like they're that. Yeah. If someone said, you have to actually jump for joy, they are doing the action of jumping for joy. That's all I can explain. You'll watch it and you'll see it.
Shoots,
like a weird, it's like a really weird jump. It's like no one jumps like that. Why have you done that? You're 1-0 up against Italy in the World Cup, and they don't win it. But yeah, they're back there. And then before I completely take us off track, as I was saying, Curacao, smallest nation ever to qualify. Insane, isn't it?
Mental. Getting
Insane.
Wales vibes as well. Scoring 7 goals. Like
Exactly. And it's Bermuda, and like I said, but I take at the top of the show, Bermuda. I mean, I watched Trinidad beat them 3-0 last time. They are woeful, absolutely woeful. Bermuda. It makes me wonder how bad Grenada are that they didn't get to the bit that Bermuda are in, because Bermuda are absolutely terrible. Like, there are non-league teams that would absolutely batter Bermuda.
You could still turn out for Grenada, Trav. You know,
I don't know, man. I'm 45. My left knee hurts. I'm not sure. I'm eligible. My kids aren't eligible. My kids, because my mum was born here. So it's my nan that's Grenadian.
It's too far now, yeah.
So my kids, but they can play for Antigua, because my dad was born in Antigua somewhere. They can play for Antigua. They can play for Germany, because my father-in-law was born in Germany. And obviously they can play for Switzerland, because my wife was born in Switzerland, even though she's as English as I don't know, Earl Grey tea. But like she's very English, but she's born in Switzerland. So like, whenever Switzerland play, my kids do actually watch them and go, "Oh, we're winning, mummy." They're So if England, if you don't want them, England, they're going to get snapped up by one of those other 3 countries when they're older.
There's a queue.
Yeah, there is
actually a queue.
Just get them before they play a competitive game for them. They can do under 21s. They can do Antiguan under 21s, Swiss under 21s, whatever you want. But get them before they play a competitive game.
Or
the Germans will. She's Scotland.
She's Scotland. Scotland is the only other nation. And England,
Yeah,
England.
That's all right.
Yeah, Scotland, yeah. If it doesn't work out, then she can go and try and bid a new McTominay for women's football in Scotland.
For Scotland. Maybe you should do that, yeah. End up in Naples. Eating some ice.
I wouldn't mind it. I'll take it. So
yeah, exactly.
I'll take her out there. Yeah, depends.
Wrestling us back on topic. The last one in that space was Jamaica. Because obviously they had a chance to qualify for their first one since 98. And I'm not going to say I didn't watch it, but you know what happened, right? Heartbreak for the Jamaicans. They had to basically beat Curacao, didn't they, to qualify?
Beat Curacao, and then it was the Trinidad game, wasn't it? Was the last one?
Yeah.
No, the Trinidad game was the first game, and then
they drew with Trinidad. They drew 1-1, and then they had to beat Curacao. Because if they'd have beaten Trinidad, it would have kept them kind of in position. But yeah,
that's it.
And alas, they drew 0-0. Poor draw. Didn't see it. I know lots of people are unhappy. Steve McLaren resigned. He's got a thing about not qualifying teams and then resigning the next day, right? And guess what? So, I mean, this probably isn't that much of a coincidence because qualifying campaigns always finish around the same time. I was going to say something really stupid there. I was going to say, so when we didn't qualify for Euro 2008 with Steve McLaren, it was on my 27th birthday. It was on my birthday because I remember watching it. And as you know, Ricky, the Wally would have brought me. And as you know, Ricky, it's my birthday on Saturday. So I was about to say, it's always around my birthday. Because of the calendar, it always finishes around my birthday anyway. So
your birthday don't move.
I'm being an idiot. It doesn't move, yeah. My birthday doesn't move, and neither does the international football calendar. So,
trying to think, what did we do on your 27th birthday? We definitely were out.
We would have been out.
And it was definitely.
Did I know you? Did I know? I think I might have. I don't think I knew. It was just before I went. It was just before we met. Because I started. I literally started in November. Yeah, I started in 2018. Not that young, mate. 2008, you mean? I joined in, November 2008 is when I joined the company, I think. So, it was a year before. I love that you think that I was 28 in 2018. That makes me a whole 10 years younger.
I think that's more about my age and being able to count backwards now. Or not being able to count backwards. Everything was in 2008.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Oh, mate.
It's like 5 years ago, right? And then that was it really. So Jamaica didn't qualify. McLaren resigns. Don't know who's going to take him through the playoffs. Not sure. We definitely need to. I've got a couple of mates of mine that I'd love to get on here and to get their opinions on Jamaica and their football and stuff. That would be really cool. But that's CONCACAF done now, isn't it? Really?
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Jamaica go to March Madness. That's it. That's CONCACAF done.
Only other one, I'm not sure they played, but I said on my notes, Uzbekistan have qualified. Yes. And I was saying to Ricky, this is really significant for me because back in 1998, I used to play a game on my N64 called ISS, which is for International Superstar Soccer, 98, and I would pick the second worst team on the game because the worst team on the game had George Weah playing from Liberia, and the second worst team on the game was Uzbekistan. I used to play them and play like this league, and it was like a world league, it was called, and you'd play every team on that game, and it was like there were like 40 teams or whatever. So it was like you'd play 40 teams home and away. This league would take forever, and by the end of it, I'd win the league with Uzbekistan. I'd be really happy with myself. And now their dreams have come true, and they're at a World Cup, and I haven't even guided them there.
It's nice.
That's all I've got to say on Uzbekistan.
It's nice to see that Travis has made it out of his bedroom in his adult life, and he's doing really well for himself. Anyone worried about you in 1998, Travis? It wasn't the game everyone thought you were going to say when you said Nintendo 64 as well, because it's
not GoldenEye, no.
No, that's it. That's the game everyone thinks of, isn't it?
Yeah.
And ISS, was that one of the first ones where they started misspelling people's names? Was that?
Yeah. They had all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have the rights. Yeah, that's all I remember about those games.
It was like Shora instead of Shearer. It was the one with you'll know it because it's got Paul Ince and Fabrizio Ravanelli on the cover.
Yes.
Do you remember that? And they're like snarling at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Great game. Literally, I could pick that up now and play it like it was 1998.
That is ridiculous.
Last bits. I mean, I don't know whether you've got anything else to kind of talk about in terms of qualifiers and stuff. But last bits for me, go on.
No, the only other thing, I think you said it as well, but I like your note on it more than mine because it was just about who else had qualified, really. But I think you're going to come on to.
What, Jordan? Was it Jordan?
Yes.
Yeah. Jordan.
Only for team, first time qualified.
Yeah. And I said, like, I preferred them in the 90s when they were doing F1. Shout out to the Eddie Jordan fans. And Jordan, that's where Jordan got her name from, wasn't it? Katie Price. Because she was like a pit girl for them. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah. Jordan.
No, don't give her ideas. She'll turn up on the sidelines.
Yeah. Nobody needs that. The only other one I had as well was, and I sent this to you. This is amazing. I put it down as AOB. Got a little scoreline here. Burundi A, 3. Burundi B, 4. Again, not helping out African football at all and the perceptions of it in Europe, but that is amazing. The A team played the B team and the B team beat the A team. And I put in my notes, do you remember, were you playing for us at the time when we played with Basque and that? Ricky and I, back in the day, we've known each other a very long time, and we used to play in a Sunday League team. And we'd have an A team and a B team, and we joined the B team because our mates were basically in the B team. And I'm not saying I was good enough to play A or whatever. Like, I don't think there was much in it, right? And we proved so because every time we played the A team, we beat them. And it's giving off Burundi A versus Burundi B vibes. We're Burundi B. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
My takeaway
just a nice.
That is, the first time we played Edmonton Blades, which was the name of the team, was the first time we played the A team. My reaction on the morning was, "We're the B team."
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, they were like 2 divisions higher than us or something like that. Like, there you go.
Oh yeah, no, I did
some
see
Burundi.
That. You sent me some notes on this. You sent me the screenshot of the score. And it really confused me because as if that region weren't confusing enough for working out the qualifiers. I was like, oh my God, what's happened here? How's this going? What is this add to it? Also, not as confusing as because we were looking at our notes before and then Trav sent me his notes and we're looking at, and you separated it by qualifying region. So we've got, you go through CAF and then you got CONCACAF and then it went AOB. And I was like, where's that? I did not think. I was like...
That's a confederation of crazy things that have just happened in the week, yeah.
Yes, I was like, what on earth? I've totally forgot all meaning of any other business. Considering I write minutes for part of my living.
Well, listen. Yeah, and I did under AOB, I did talk about Grenada beating the US Virgin Islands 4-1 in prep for 2030, and my boys playing. No, they can't play for him. I just said that. They can't play for him, but yeah, in prep for someone going there in 2030. And then the Mexico-Japan under-17 loving, where they're staying in the same hotel, and every time they win, they celebrate together.
Amazing. If you want to see good vibes, go and check out the videos on social media of that, because that hotel is banging. That is literally like good vibes between the two teams.
Yeah.
That is so cool to see. You never know. Some countries have extended their eligibility criteria.
Is it? I don't know how it works. I don't know. I thought it was like a FIFA thing. I didn't realise you could.
I think some of them have extended it because I think maybe I'm thinking of other sports then, because I know other sports have extended it for that reason.
Well, there are different rules, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, because I think Ireland even extended their passport rules as well because they wanted more people to have more passports. Because technically, our daughter could have it, but she couldn't, and now she can again, apparently. But because they've changed their rules. Okay. And Wales Rugby are doing so bad in terms of recruiting young players that they've put adverts in newspapers to see if you're eligible.
Move to Wales.
Like that. Yeah. So on that note, and talking about the celebrations, I think it's really good. There was good vibes. Go and check out that video to go and see good vibes.
Absolutely.
But we are definitely ending this podcast on even better vibes, which is Travis singing "Flower of Scotland."
Guys,
you deserve to hear it.
Yeah, I'm going to caveat. As I said, I'd been taken to a conference on AI, and basically this account team were basically trying to sell us a tool. I'm not going to name any names. And then they'd taken me to the pub afterwards because they were like, right, you've eaten a 3-course meal, like literally we've wined and dined you all evening. Come out and we'll show you some more. And like I said, I looked down at my phone, I saw Scotland had won, and there was a bit, I thought the first person I need to speak to is Ricky, and I need to sing "Flower of Scotland" down the phone to him. So yeah, that's the context of the video or the film. There wasn't a video, sorry, not the sound. So yeah.
I would have loved the video. But yeah, so on that note, guys, enjoy this rendition of Flower of Scotland as we all go into the next World Cup, cheering them on and, supporting them again. So over to you, Trav, and thanks everyone for listening.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for listening. And we can't wait for Scotland, Brazil.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
Oh, flower of Scotland, when will we see? Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. I don't know the rest of the words. Ba, 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 ba.